administration would have, the current administration would have taken the blame. And so if things are going on right, and I want to say that no, there's nothing that you are doing, I don't think that it is right. As an academic, when I'm given a dossier to assess for people's promotion, I look at what is right about it, what is commendable about it, what is significant about it, and what the contributions of those dossiers would be to the scholarly, enterprise. When I do that, then I will also go on to talk about the challenges or problems, and then I will draw my conclusion. So my view is that it is unfair for us to look at our analysis from an angle of refusing to give credit when there is due, when it is, we have to give credit, and then always say, no, you have not done anything. If Ghana had been on autopilot, we wouldn't have been where we are. There are things that clearly the government is doing well, and regardless of your partisan political persuasion, if it will not hurt. I mean, I think that we gain a lot of respectability and credibility when we're able to say that this is right, but this is wrong. I don't have to be MPP to say that.
I don't think I can stand here for this. I think it is too much. I have tried to remain very calm. He's attacked. I mean, when it comes to credibility, my prof, Dr.
Donfe, I think that
you made reference to me. And you are hitting me.
So, Dr. Donfe, I think you would do the program a lot of good if you let me finish. I think you have your
to those who are viewing it, watching this. Be fair to them.
When you round.
All right. So, Alfred, let me make the point that I think that the program, as has been run over the years, has been a program. It's been a decent platform. Okay, there were so many things that he said. In fact, I'm not really making a personal attack on you if I have to clarify.
That's what you're doing.
No,
that's why.
Please.
You don't do that to
So I am here and I'm saying that I'm not making a personal attack. No, see, please.
Do that to
okay. So, Dr. Donfe, I do not fear if I have to attack you personally. No, I'm saying that, but I'm saying I'm not attacking your person.
I don't think.
Okay, but the point is that you see when
you respect the moderator, I beg.
So
we are academics.
I don't think it will serve going on this.
No, I'm just trying to make the point that when we are disagreeing with each other and we are making our points, I mean, we have to be civil enough in waiting for each other to finish. No, I'm calm. But I'm just trying to say that. So when credit is due, we must give. And when we have to criticize, we must criticize. But to always say that, no, you have not done anything. No, you cannot attribute this to... I mean, I think it's unfair. And it's important that I put it on record.
Okay, well, Mr. Beto, very quickly. Just, see, I need to round up on this.
The wrap up so that all of this. I have my 1 minute.
No. 1 minute. 1 minute. No, don't worry. I'll come to you. Mr. Beto.
The wrap up on all of this is this, please. Governance is a continuum. Number one. Number two, nobody inherits a blank slate. What we are saying here is that in fact, Prof. Bobkin just said that the worst situation we had, the debt situation, was under NDC. Then MPP came, seemed to have shaped us out and ended us in a worse situation than that. Yeah. Then you have, and I always made the point that after Kenoforeta came Mohammed Amin. And Amin repaired a lot. And then Ato comes up, and Ato is following from there. Look, this government must be commended. I said earlier that sometimes you have damaging directors. They take a good thing and they make it worse. They have taken a good thing and made it better. But they can't take all the credits. There must be graciousness and credit sharing.
Okay.
The attribution must be balanced because let's understand that no one group, party or person will take this country forward. If we get our act together and we at this great finish to a point, let somebody continue. So let's have this, spirit.
Right on.
That if we continue like this, then everybody will add a bit.
Right.
Everybody has some blame. Everybody has some credit. Let's move.
Perfect. Honorable Dr. because you will leave us, so I'll give you your last word on this.
Professor Hopkins said a couple of things, in fact, a lot of things. But one key thing that he said is the approach of the finance minister. It's not only cancelling payment of mobilization to contractors who take the money.
I'm the one who said that.
Okay, great. So apologies. So the credit Indeed, what is done is also to direct and give guidelines to the district assembly's common fund administrator. Now he pays up to 80% of what is due to them to the assembly directly.
DCF.
Yes,
Yeah.
they no longer contract for the construction of astroturfs in Accra.
And
They don't and buy things in Accra and use the assembly's money to pay for them when the assemblies are in distress.
Yeah.
Now the assemblies are getting the resource to do what we need to do. So now he's pinning them down. 10% to health infrastructure, 10% to education, 25% to existing, that's legacy projects, 25% to model markets every year. That's why if you hear, Speaker is saying, if a lot of resources are beginning to go to the local areas, then we need to strengthen the capacities of assemblymen so that they can hold the chief executives to account properly. Otherwise, then the funds that are going may not be applied to the people. So there are a lot of structural things happening,
Right.
which would eventually lead to the kind of progress we want to see in our rural areas.
Right.
You know, in a very decentralized manner.
Thank you very
so
much.
these are very, very major policies that are yielding fruits.
I think I can go now.
Dr. Dunphy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Calm down.
Yeah. I mean, Alfred, thank you very much. And let me put it on record that this program started with us. Those days when this lady used to hold the program.
you make your
So it's
point,
not as if
yes.
I'm appearing on this program for the first time. It started with us. I used to come here almost every Saturday, and we're always making decent.
And in fact, you're going to be coming
contribution and
every now
all
and
that.
then. So
Prof. Bokpin spoke. Some of the things he said, I don't agree with him. Some of those that I said, he didn't agree with me. Some of what I said, he supported. He spoke as an academic, a very decent one as for that matter. He never attacked me. I have respect for said people. You know, I have never said that nothing is happening. I am complaining about the attribution, and I kept on saying that significantly is because of the rainfall. If I say significantly, because the growth in question here is in reference to the first 6 months. And this budget started working 1st April. So even if they had brought whatever magic to push the agricultural sector, I don't think that within the 3 months, April, May, June, could push the sector to grow at 6%. And I have shown you data where anytime it rains very well, agricultural sector does well. And if because of this you think I'm not being academic, I have a problem.
No, my problem
What
is when you said nobody could do anything about the pandemic.
Let me make the point.
I said that.
That's why you said it wasn't academic at all. You didn't sound academic. You didn't sound academic.
Let me say this.
And I'm putting it on record.
Yes.
Let me repeat that.
No, you make the point. Let me just say that. He's on the phone.
No, he's saying he's been academic, and I'm saying what is not academic in the things
to make the point. I think you need to ensure some decorum.
so that he can answer.
Ensure some decorum because I don't like this.
I mean, to answer you,
No.
November 2019, government had read a budget. We're going to spend 85 billion, and to rake in also 68 billion. And we incurred fiscal deficit of 4.7%, and that would have been within the remits of the law because we were working under the Fiscal Responsibility Act, right? And we enter a year, you didn't know there was going to be anything COVID. Before we could say that expenditure had ballooned to 104 billion, and then revenue dropped to 55 billion. There was a revenue shortfall of 11 billion, and that 11 billion which was significantly because of the import duties that we were not getting.
Well, like the foolish lady, we didn't prepare. You didn't have resilience.
So
you didn't have resilience. That's the whole very good. Now you are talking. Now you are talking. No, I said that nobody could do anything.
You are the one who is inviting him in.
The vulnerability. There was no answer.
Oh, no answer. You had the opportunity to create funds. You had the opportunity to do politics. You had the opportunity to do right funds. Did you do that? Well, like the foolish lady, you didn't prepare for the.
Your microphone is off.
And so, I'll forgive you.
Okay, gentlemen.
I will forgive you because maybe you don't have full understanding of the
Make your point. Make your point. If you keep saying this, you keep inviting him.
He has to withdraw that.
Hold on.
I challenge you that you don't understand the economy. You want to be saying
I do.
I don't think so.
So let me say.
You will continue. No, I'm not stopping you. You will continue. Doc, you will continue. You will continue. Let me just say this.
No, our economy has been vulnerable.
and that's the point we are making. So we brought you in to transform it. You are not getting the argument.
Thank you, man. Thank you. You will continue. I want you to end your point.
Yeah, so my
Specifically,
point is that,
no.
my point is that nobody
You're not.
is
I'm asking you. I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question.
Somebody who's
Dr. Donfe. Dr. Donfe.
When you were the youth president, look at what you did.
Dr. Donfe.
Look at what
Dr.
you did.
Donfe.
You were so
You
political.
are not
everything about
listening
this.
to me. Thank you very
You were
much.
trying to
Gentlemen.
impede that. I mean,
You are not.
I didn't. You so bitter to one.
Thank you. You are not listening to me. Thank you very much. We're going to go for this quick break. We are back shortly. Stay with us. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly.